well, I just don't really feel comfortable with that. But like, I love you and I really want to be together. And I'm like, well, we can't be together because you can't afford a plane ticket. You're probably still in either high school or college, like a senior in high school or in college, either high school or college, either high school or college.
So James Charles has finally made an apology video addressing 2 of the now 6 allegations that have come forward against him, that he was exchanging lewd content with teenagers who are under the legal age of consent. I'm Mackenzie, make sure to subscribe if you're new here. The almost 15-minute video is called Holding Myself Accountable, and James speaks in a somber tone the whole time. He starts off the video addressing the fact that this is not the first time that he's been forced to address these allegations, because obviously this is basically why he was cancelled during the Bi Sister scandal in 2019. But he says that he doesn't want the video to be like his No More Lies video, where he showed receipts and proved the other parties wrong, but rather he wants this video to fully hold himself accountable for his actions. In the video, he says he will be addressing 2 allegations against him made by 2 people who were under the age of 16 at the time they engaged with James. James says that with both of them, he added them on Snapchat, asked for their ages, and believed them when they said that they were 18. But when he later found out that they were only 16, he blocked both of them and stopped speaking with them. James then discusses how he's embarrassed and ashamed that he didn't do the minuscule amount of research that it would have required to find out their real ages. And he says he's completely at fault for not doing this work because he is the adult in this situation. James also said that he's taking the time to step back and do some self-reflection on why he was being so reckless with his dating life when in every other aspect of his life and career he is so controlled. With him admitting, quote, "It sucks and I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I am desperate." And by this, he means desperate for a partner. James then addresses the allegations that he is purposely seeking out teenagers, clarifying that he's not doing this and his intention is to date someone his age or older. However, the idea of being in a relationship became so important to him that he decided to overlook red flags and not take precautionary measures with the people that he was talking to. He then says that he doesn't want to just talk about how his actions are going to change, but he wants to really dissect why he got so reckless in the first place, adding that when he was being cancelled during No More Lies, he thought the only issue was that he was accused of tricking straight men. But now he knows the issue is much bigger, and the issue is the power imbalance that he has with any person that he talks to because of his online platform. He then goes on to say that he's realized that a lot of the issues he currently has with dating are because he had such a lack of experience with dating growing up, but then after he became so famous, when he got famous, he was flooded with people that were interested in him from basically all over the world. He also admits to using his Instagram Explore page as a dating app in the past, saying he thought he would be able to talk to any guy because he is such a huge influencer. James then talked more about power imbalances and the fact that he did not think he was using his power over these specific people because they had reached out to him first. But he now realizes the excitement of talking to a celebrity can make people do things that they otherwise would not, like lying about their ages. He finished off the video saying he does not want this video to be the end of the conversation. He truly wants to not only change his behavior, but also make this conversation more mainstream. Finishing, quote, "I promise that something like this will never happen again." So obviously watching a video like this, there's gonna be a ton of reactions. I'm sure a lot of you have already had a lot of reactions to this. But for me, I think for what he's being accused of, an apology video is really just not gonna cut it. I know he says in the video that he made these terrible decisions because he's desperate and he just wants a boyfriend really badly. And although I'm sure there is some truth to that on some level, that does not excuse his actions. Like, it's COVID, the majority of single people right now are probably feeling pretty desperate too. But that doesn't mean that they're gonna make illegal choices like this, especially coming from someone like James who has such a massive platform. Also, James has been a celebrity for years now, so the amount of attention that he's been getting from men interested in him definitely isn't new, and you'd think that after being canceled for practically the exact same thing in 2019, he would never allow himself to get into a situation like this again. That's really the part that I can't wrap my brain around. It's like he had the worst cancellation in all of YouTube in 2019 for extremely similar, accusations, and now he's doing the same thing. It's crazy to me. It seems like the conversation is now turning to the fact that many people on the platform have been seriously canceled for honestly doing a lot less than James. Like, usually someone is getting canceled for doing something insensitive, but in the grand scheme, this is a real serious crime, and it's happened multiple times that we know about, clearly showing a pattern. Of course, this apology is not for me to accept, but rather the victims, but I'm just not sure how an apology video can fix something like this that is clearly a pattern of behavior. But I just really hope that he does keep his word and actually does change his behavior. because we all know he definitely didn't after his last apology video. Guys, please let me know your thoughts on this one below. I know there are so many thoughts. Did you watch his apology video? Do you think it was good and, you know, explained his side of things? Do you accept it? Do you not accept it? And for those of you that don't accept his apology video, what more do you think that he should do? Because I think that is definitely a tough situation. Like, where do we go from here? I know a lot of people think that he should maybe just get deplatformed. I don't really know the answer. Let me know below. That's all for the video, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new here and to see any more updates on this. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith, and I will catch you on the next one.